bless you, brother.
Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. For so an entrance shall be ministered unto you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of our Lord and Savior. Wherefore, I will not be negligent to put you always in remembrance of these things, though ye know them and be established in the present truth. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. And if children, then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with God. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same, in hope, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of God. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples for young brothers, and peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers and listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures to faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right, and what I want to get into today, is a quick video that the brother Yaquab has on his channel. You got this Jake, talking about, this war, and he came to the conclusion, that he's ready for them to push the button, because what we're seeing happening is pride being addressed in the world. Okay, beginning with the elite bankers all the way down to the common man. All right, and the Lord is sending forth judgment to address all this pride that's in the earth. Okay, and it begins with Esau Edom. This man has led, all right, a proud rebellion against Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. All right, and now we're in the time of judgment, and we know this war is going to be used, all right, to judge the masses, man. Whether it's through, direct death in the war, okay, whether it's through famine caused by, economic, stress by the war, okay, or whether it's in the climax of the war, which is nuclear warfare, okay. But this war is going to judge a lot of people, man. It's going to judge nations. The Lord called this war, all right, to begin because he's getting ready to judge nations, man. Okay, and he's going to judge these nations via Yahweh Shai. Okay, so we're in the time now, and the beautiful thing about this truth, it makes us self-examine, because we all come from, a culture of pride. Pride is a culture, especially over here in the West. Okay, but the truth, puts a mirror. The truth keeps a constant mirror on ourselves. Okay, to where we can constantly self-examine and make the adjustment, man, because it's easy to get proud in this world. It's easy to be proud in this world. That's the standard of this society is pride. And we finna see these things be addressed. Okay? Proverbs 6:16 said, these 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yeah, 7 are abomination unto him. A proud look. And that's the first thing that was mentioned was a proud look. Okay, and you look at society, man, there's a very proud, posture in the earth, man. Everyone has this sense of pride. Everyone is moving around with this sense of pride, man. You're like, damn. Everybody, got this snobby, entitled, you know, this self worship, this, everybody move around like they so goddamn important. Okay? It's just a real proud look in the earth, and it begins with Esau. Okay, but it trickles down to the common man, the common citizen, the common civilian. Okay, and that's why judgment is coming for the masses. Okay, because Esau Edom has led a lot of people to judgment, man. Okay, Esau has led the earth, to judgment, just like the sons of Cain. They played a major part in leading the earth to a flood. Okay, and you can tell by, the spirit of Lamech. Okay, that their lineage had become proud. Okay, he was boasting about killing a man. Okay, pretty much saying that he doesn't have to be accountable, for anything. And that's the spirit of the earth. People move around like accountability don't exist, man. People do wickedness and on to the next. Okay, but we come to a time where these things are going to be addressed. All right, it said these 6 things of the Lord hate. Yes, 7 are abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and run into mischief, man. And this is the culture of the earth. We live in a culture where serial killers, all right, are glorified. Okay, and it begins with Esau. There's no bigger mass unaliver, okay, than Esau. Okay, a proud look, a lying tongue. This is the culture, but it begins with Esau Edom. Okay, this is the culture of Western society. Okay, it's a bunch of pride. Okay, bunch of lying, bunch of innocent blood. Just glorifying murder. Okay, the heart that devises a wicked imagination, scheming, scamming, manipulating. Okay, this is the culture. Feet that be swift and run into mischief, a false witness that speak of lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. Okay, and Esau does these things on a global scale. Okay, and everyone else does it according to their own, their own ability, man. Okay, and this is the culture. This is the society that Esau has cultivated within his rulership, man. Okay, and these things are going to be addressed. That's why when you go to here, it's real quick in 2 Timothy 3. All right, you get the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3. In verse 1, it says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, okay, which are dangerous times. Okay, so we're coming in the worst time ever since the earth was, because the earth is more proud than ever, man. See, we serve a balanced power, just power. Okay, the fact that the scriptures speak about, we're coming into the worst time since the earth was, it lets you know that the earth, all right, the people of the earth has never been this out of pocket. And Esau boasting his technology. Well, one of the main things that his technology did was just forward wickedness. Okay, it just magnified sin. It just magnified wickedness, man. Okay, it just made sin and wickedness more convenient. Okay, so this devil, all right, has set the earth up for failure, man. Everyone outside, except for the elect. All right, the hopeful elect will what? Pulled out of darkness, okay, to the light, man. To where the Lord allowed us to start being purified by this word, being refined by this word, man. Okay? So it said, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemer, disobedient, okay, to parents, unthankful, unholy. And this sums up this society in the whole. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, man. Okay? People only care about what directly affects them in the moment. Okay? This is a society that's extremely hyper individualistic, man. Okay? The parents only care about what they got going on. The children care about what they got going on. You know, just all over the place, man. Husband and wife, supposedly, man. They in competition. It's just everybody for themselves. It's society with everybody for themselves, man. Okay, and this is a society cultivated by Esau. People's a lover of themselves. People have made themselves. They just worship themselves. Take pictures all day. Do these little short videos all day. Everyone just sit and worship and check their comments all day. You know, making themselves an idol and marketing themselves. Okay, got to show every second of their life and just you see, covetous. Everyone's in competition. Okay, social media turned the earth into just this big, competition for, for status and clout. Okay, boasters, proud, blasphemers. It's cute to be atheist now. Okay, that's the new trend. It's cute to be atheist, and it's perfect because as these people are becoming more boastful, more proud. Okay, more blasphemers. Well, the Lord got judgment prepared. You see, the Lord has activated the beginning of sorrows, man, which is going to lead to the worst time ever since the earth was. Okay, so it's beautiful the timing of how people are, becoming more and more rebellious, more proud, more blasphemous, more disobedient, more unthankful. Because this society is very unappreciative, man. No, don't nobody appreciate a goddamn thing, man. People don't appreciate nothing. Okay, a very unthankful society, man. But Yahweh Bashim Al Shah finna bring that judgment. Okay? So pride finna meet judgment, man. We're gonna see who come out on top. Okay, pride finna collide with prophecy. And we finna see, all right, who's gonna come out on top. So let's go from there. Let's get this real quick. Um let's get this in in a second, Ezra 8. And the scriptures, constantly call out pride. You know. It's the book of Second Ezra, chapter 8, verse 50. It said, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." Okay? So pride is going to be addressed, man, through misery, man. The Lord's going to bring a suffering. Okay? The Lord is going to bring a suffering to the earth, man. Okay? He's going to make society feel it. He's going to make this age. Okay? He's going to make this rebellious age. He's going to make them feel it, man. Okay, the Lord is known by the judgment which He executed, man, and they're gonna know where it's coming from. That's why He has had His prophets prophesying His name. Okay, of the things to come. All right, because it's gonna be known when these things happen. Okay, why they're happening. Okay, His scripture say that your own sin shall be your accusers in that day. Okay, because you're gonna notice the people that's being judged. are from the same cloth. Okay? And young niggas and little ratchets and you proud Edomites. And okay, you're gonna notice that the people being judged are all cut from the same cloth. Okay, your sin is gonna, all right, be a witness against you in their day. Okay, so let's go to this quick video. Ratazar. This let's play this.
It's amazing how I feel comfortable with what's going on in the world. All this war and rumors of war. And the more and more that shit happens, the more missiles get thrown, the more bombs that blow up. I feel like, I gotta be honest, my spirit feels comforted, relaxed. It feels like I'm getting more comfortable in my skin for some reason. And I love the humbling of America. I love the way this place is being humbled. And you can start seeing the false pride in people now. I've been shaken up a little bit. Oh shit, we're not really that superpower we thought we were. You know, watching these goddamn Superman movies and Avengers movies, I done fucking forgot reading these damn comic books. This is false security. This is meant to hype you up. That's why when you go to the military here, they always yelling and shit and getting you, riling your spirit with these speeches because you need it. You need it. We're not the only warriors. It's a big ass world. Man, let them missiles go, man. Push the goddamn button.
And you can tell Jake, been listening, and the Lord will, hey, you repent, will he taking heed, okay? But that's the spirit to be in. Like, let them missiles go, push the button, man. Okay? Because all we're seeing is righteous judgment going to continue to increase. Okay? Righteous judgment is going to continue to increase, man. And as we fall after righteousness, man, it's comforting to see righteous judgment go forth. That's a comforting thing. That's a beautiful thing to see pride, all right, get humbled. Okay? To see Esau fail. Okay? And especially going to be, all right, great to see the elites. Okay? When everything that they're doing fails, man. It's going to be a beautiful thing to see that the failure of Esau, man, the fall of all pride. Okay? All pride is going to be addressed in the earth, man. Okay? That's why it's just going to be a global judgment. It's going to be the worst right here in the US of A, man. Okay? Babylon the Great, but this is a beautiful thing. Sirach 25:7 said, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and 10 I will utter with my tongue. A man to have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. Okay, he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. Okay, and we're living in a time where we're watching our enemy fall. Okay, we're finna watch Babylon, okay, be dismantled. We're finna watch, okay, the EU, all these, all this finna fall, man. All these nations finna fall. Beginning with Esau, the pride of the everyday American, man, that's finna collapse. Because see, you Edomites finna see with this war, you Americans gonna feel it the worst. Economically, you Americans are gonna feel it the worst, man. Okay? Because America has enjoyed, all right, the privilege of having the world reserve currency for a long time. And when they're stripped away, all right, and eventually the total collapse of this place, and then hyperinflation, man, pride is going to go out the window, man. Okay, when millionaires become broke overnight, people with nice little savings, hundreds of thousands and tens of thousands saved up, and when all this diminished overnight and a week through hyperinflation, man, you people, all right, are going to be humble, man. Okay? You people are going to be silent, man. Okay? The Lord finna shake this thing up, man. The Lord finna shake up the place, man. Okay? And their pride coming down. You see, their pride gonna come down, man. And it's gradually happening, man. You know? And the Lord's gonna keep causing these events to happen and to move the needle, to make a major difference in your day-to-day life. The Lord's gonna keep causing things to happen that's gonna make a major difference in your day-to-day life, man. Okay? Let's go from there. Matter of fact, let's go here to Second Ezra 6. All right, moving to Second Ezra 6 and 20 something. All right, Second Ezra 6 and 22 says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. All this access, okay, all this excess, okay, because you people have access to everything and you have access with excess, which is more than enough. All right, and America has been running off more than enough for a long time. Okay, America has come into abundance, to where even, the you have the lower class that are able to have access and access to particular things. Okay, because of just the ridiculous wealth, okay, that America has had, because of the Ponzi scheme of the dollar. Okay, but when that dollar Ponzi scheme comes to an end, okay, and the inflation go crazy and eventually they'll collapse. Okay, it's gonna be a place of scarcity, man. It's gonna go from abundance to scarcity, man. And that's why Yahweh Shai said this. Okay, let's get that real quick in the book of Matthew. But we're gonna see things go from abundance, okay, to scarcity. But when you go here in the book of Matthew, there's the book of Matthew chapter. No, it's Luke. Look at that, Luke. I think that's the book of Luke. So you go to the book of Luke. All right, chapter 6. There's the book of Luke, chapter 6, in verse in 25. It says, "Woe unto you that are full." Okay, that means you're satisfied with this world. Okay, and as long as our people have, their daily pleasures, okay, they can get their rocks off, and, eat, drink, and okay, they got their convenience, their social media, okay, the nightlife, okay, to be seen, to be, got their little clout. Okay, they're satisfied, they're good, they're content, and they're proud in. Okay, what's going on in the world, as long as it doesn't affect them directly in their daily activities, okay, and their daily convenience, man. You see, people are satisfied. They don't care how wicked the rulers of the world is, how much they're destroying the earth. As long as they got their daily convenience, man. Okay, the majority of the people are satisfied, man. Okay, they're content. You see, for ye shall hunger. All right, so you people that are full, that are content with this current age, with this current world. Okay, well, you're coming to the time where you're going to hunger. You're going to be in scrapes. Okay, you're going to be in need. You see, and the more that this war increases, The more that the economy collapsed as the war, and the Lord got it beautiful, man, how he got the war escalated and is bringing on the economic collapse. So the war is in motion and is bringing on the economic collapse, which eventually he's going to roll out the whole new system, MOTB. So it's beautiful how the Lord got these things escalating at the same time. Okay? Because the Lord ready to close this thing out. We on the home stretch now. This the home stretch. You see, it said, woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Okay? So our people, all right, they're still in this playful, all right, because our people aren't serious about anything. Okay? And this goofy laughing, everything's a joke spirit. Okay? They laugh now, you take everything lightly. Okay, all about what your life is all about your next move, what you want to do next for you. Okay, well, it's gonna come a time of mourning and weeping, man, because it's gonna go bad real quick. Okay, and it's gonna lead all the way up to nukes, man. And hey, people finna get nuked, man. America finna get nuked. Okay, with a whole, okay, with a whole society in it, man. Okay, with a whole population in it, man. America finna get nuked, man. That fire gonna be real. Okay, and that's why when you go to 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 10. Okay, 2 Peter 3 and 10, it says, "And the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night." Okay, and see, he's gonna be a thief in the night because what people are unawares. People are so proud and caught up in their own thing. Okay, everybody's in their own world. Everybody's the main character in their own world. Okay, you see, the world revolves around them and what they got going on. Okay, so the signs leading to Yahushua, they don't see. Okay, so it's going to be a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right, the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. So the earth also and the works that are therein are going to be burnt up. Okay, everything, man. Hey, the Yahushua is finna erase America off the map. And all the works, everything, because people proud of their accomplishments and doctor's degree and, NBA finals, a Super Bowl, or, these niggas are arguing about who the best on every podcast. And, all this shit finna get burnt up, man. None of these things are even going to matter. Okay, all the works thereof, man. Everything that people take pride in, the type of car you got, the neighborhood you stay in, how much you make a year, all this finna get destroyed, man. Okay, everything that people take pride in is gonna be destroyed. The works therein shall be burnt up. Okay, your salary ain't gonna matter after the nukes hit, man. Even before the nukes, man, when this place collapsed. Okay, but when them nukes hit, man, your salary ain't gonna matter how many followers you had. Okay, none of these things are gonna matter. It says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are ye to be in holy conversation and godliness, man?" So what manner of person are we to be? Okay, in these times, man. Well, we should be in the spirit, okay, of hastening the judgment. Okay, of seeing this place collapse. Our joy should be in seeing this place collapse. Okay. It said, "What manner of person are you to be in all holy conversation, separate conduct from this world?" As we rehearse the righteous acts, man, we're rehearsing from the age that's to come. Okay? We're rehearsing for the age that's going to be ushered in when this age is destroyed. Okay? So we're moving with a separate conduct than of this world, man, which is pride, rebellion, selfishness, man. Okay? And it says, verse 12, it says, "Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High." Yep, hastening that day. Okay, which is coming And Yahweh Shai is going to appear the same day the nukes are shot off. That same hour the nukes are shot off, man, because we have to be delivered. Lord will, we endure. Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay? And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. You see? What can do that, man? And the nuclear fire. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. Okay? Wherein dwelleth righteousness. You see? All right? Here it is. The Lord is finna give us, he's finna make us immortal. Okay? We're going to have power. Okay? But pride is not going to be a standard in our kingdom, man. Because we're going to be powerful but humble. Okay? We're going to be firm. Okay? But we're going to be humble. You see? So pride is not going to be a standard in our kingdom, man. It's going to be a kingdom of righteousness, man. And pride is wicked. Okay? Pride is self-centered. Okay? Rebellious. You see? Pride in itself is extremely wicked, man. Okay? And this has become a standard of the earth. Okay? And that's why there's a global judgment coming, especially here in America, man. Okay? So that's the point. Just want to get into that, Lord will. You brothers, all right, and you sisters edified. Till next time I say Shalom. Kwam Yashala. Abba will bow soon. Shalom.